Welcome. I'm Kinetic Symphony. I hunt down and report on weird and true mysterious stories, from glitches to the paranormal. Case file number 1449, written by Ginger Locks. Flip-flopping ducks twisted our reality. My daughter got a book for Christmas. It's this really sweet little book that plays the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat, and each page has some artwork on it. The first page has 4 ducks floating down the stream, 3 yellow ducklings and 1 brown duck. The ducks are all facing the same way. Now this is important. My daughter is 1, so right now she loves counting and repetition. Every time we see the ducks, she points to them and I count them out aloud. I've done this at least 100 times already, and I'm not even kidding. She loves this book and won't leave it alone. My husband has also read it to her loads, and he saw that she was pointing at the ducks, so he started counting aloud too. I was reading it to her this morning. It's a very short book, only 8 pages. And my husband was watching. Everything was normal until my daughter flipped to the first page again with the ducks, and my husband and I at the same time went, "What the fluck?" The duck at the back of the line is facing the other way. I crap you not. I've looked at these ducks so many times over the last few days. I've counted them out God knows how many times, and they were all facing the same way. I would literally bet my life on it. I thought at first I could maybe explain it as an overtired parent getting it wrong, though honestly, I know this book like the back of my hand, so it seems like a massive stretch. But it's also the fact that my husband noticed it at the exact same time as me, and was weirded out by it too. We both looked at each other and back at the duck, and were both in agreement that it's changed. Case notes for file 1449. Flip-flopping ducks twisted our reality. To notice this anomaly together, in unison, with your husband at the same time is the true gold standard of a glitch. Not just the witness, but we're both noticed simultaneously, so there could be no possibility of being influenced even subconsciously by the other. This shall now be known as the Quack Standard. Bonus file, written by Savory Type 306. Glaring yellow eyes beneath the table. When I was 16, I was home alone in our living room watching television. I had a horrible sense that something in the dining room beyond the wall was watching me. I ignored this feeling for hours on end. I could feel the hair rising on the back of my neck and I gave in. I peeped my head over towards the dining room, and underneath the dining room table were 2 eyes larger than billiard balls glaring back at me. They were fluorescent yellow with vertical slits. Not a cat, not a stray creature, but otherworldly. After a good 6 to 10 seconds, I managed to thrust my body backward and convince myself that I did not just see that, but I did. This occurred around 6 or 7 p.m., and I felt its presence remain for nearly another hour before it had moved on. I remember the feeling, and I remember the exact feeling when it had left, like a spell had been lifted. My father had come home sometime around 9:30 p.m., maybe 10 p.m., as he worked retail and frequently had to close. As routine, he would treat us to a meal at our local diner, and upon arrival home, our chandelier that hung above that dining room table was shattered into a million pieces. My father recalls this and claims I threw a party while he was at work, and a friend had broken it. Case notes for the bonus file. Glaring yellow eyes beneath the table. As you describe this feeling, the presence, when it left, it was like a spell was lifted, a weight lifted off your shoulder. I have to say, that's one of the most terrifying descriptions I've ever read of an unknown beast or entity. There's fog and the hair standing up on your neck, but no, this is meaty. Spirit, I suppose, or maybe worse, it was demonic. Of course, you get the parallels to yellow eyes in Supernatural. And you never should discount those parallels, because often, reality is stranger than fiction, but they're interconnected in many ways. Bonus file written by Cake701. Spectral Splashes. Growing up, I'm in 5th grade. Brother is in 1st grade. We had just moved into a new, older house a few months ago. New neighborhood, school, friends. Sometimes I would hear what sounded like water running. Different times a day, not all the time. Couldn't figure out what it was. Talking to my brother, he said he heard it sometimes too. His bedroom was in the back of the house, opposite the hallway, while mine was towards the front of the house. Brother said he always thought it was coming from somewhere towards the front. I said I always heard it coming from further back. Went on for months, hearing it occasionally, and it lasted maybe 30 seconds. One night, I needed something from my mom who had the bedroom across from my brother. I left my room and headed down the hallway, passing the main bathroom. I hear it. It's not water running. It's too forceful for what sounds like not much water. I'm so scared I ran the rest of the way to my brother's room. I said, "I heard it. It's coming from the bathroom. Go see what it is." He says, "No way. You go." Mom, from her room, says, "What? What are you guys doing? You're supposed to be going to bed." Brother and I looked at each other. Neither of us wants to tell Mom about the weird sound and that we're scared. We didn't have the kind of mom that was going to take any funny business when we were supposed to be going to bed. So I just went into her room and told her what I needed. Whatever that was, I don't remember. Then I sit on her bed because it dawns on me that I have to walk back down the dark hallway to get to my bedroom. Mom is looking at me like, anything else? I say there's been this water-like noise that bro and I keep hearing. She says it's probably nothing. Go to bed. I just turn and get up and slowly walk to her door and look down the hall. Nothing there. I practically ran past the bathroom and into my room. The noise continues for months, sporadically. I can hear it at night when the house is quiet a lot. One morning I'm getting ready for school. I'm in the bathroom. It is separated by a full wall between the sink area towards the door and the toilet and tub area towards the back. Looking in a big triple mirror, brushing teeth, I turn the water off after rinsing my toothbrush and the sound is there. It's coming from the back of the bathroom. I'm crapping my pants scared. I backed up away from the mirror, eyes glued towards the back of the bathroom as more and more of the back of the bathroom became visible around the wall. Back up so far, my back is against the wall. I can see everything now but the toilet, which is right behind the partition wall. I slide sideways, back against the wall, slide further. My cat AI is sitting on the toilet, peeing. I let out a breath so big that I had been holding, and gulped air so fast I sputtered and bent over gasping. AI jumped off the toilet and sauntered out. I went running down the hall to tell everyone that I had just caught AI peeing in the toilet. He had trained himself this whole time. Case notes for the bonus file. Spectral splashes. What a twist ending. Not how these bonus files usually end, but I think this was fun. It's a very smart cat that fooled us all. And who knows, maybe it was a ghost cat. Probably not. Now time for the quote of the day. Having a dream is what keeps you alive. Overcoming the challenges makes life worth living. Mary Tyler Moore. You really experience this in a microcosm when you're playing a video game. If you reach a point where you've met all the challenges, then sure, you can still play. You can still kill enemies mindlessly. You can still run around the open world. But what's the point? Without dedicated goals and challenges, there is no purpose to life. Now, outside of believing in religion or anything beyond the world that has purpose, if you're just talking about everyday life, if you want it to mean something, then just set a goal. And it could be any goal. It could be walking more. It could be getting into shape. It could be learning a new language. It could be getting better at chess. Any goal you want. Life is the ultimate sandbox. So the toughest thing is not accomplishing goals. It's choosing which goal to set or to choose a goal at all. And I think that's a lot of where depression comes from, is not being able to quantify goals and then truly build the habits necessary to accomplish them. And then you're stuck in limbo where life has no meaning. It's purely hedonic. It's not enough for the human spirit. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. Kinetic Symphony signing off.